Although we won't be working with non-relational databases in this course, it's important to understand what they are and how they differ from relational databases. A non-relational database does not use tables and rows. Instead, the storage model is optimized for the type of data being stored, and the storage format can vary depending on the data. For example, data might be organized and stored as JSON documents, key-value pairs, or as a graph with edges and vertices. This type of database has grown in popularity to handle unstructured, diverse data that doesn't fit neatly into a relational database's rows and columns. There are 4 main types of non-relational databases. First, there is a document data store or document database, which is designed to store and query JSON-like or XML-like data. Each piece of structured data is a document, which is flexible, semi-structured, and unique, and whose format can change over time. In this example, we have 2 entries, or 2 documents. One with the name Susie Campbell and an associated cell, email, and birthday, and one with the name Mark Watson and an associated birthday. Not every entry has to have the same number of attributes or even the same attributes as other entities, making it more flexible than a relational database. However, each document should have a specific key that allows you to retrieve the document quickly. You can also query by specific fields contained inside. MongoDB is a popular non-relational database program, and I highly encourage you look into it if you'd like to format your data in this way. Another popular database for Python developers is Amazon's DynamoDB. DynamoDB is a key value store where each piece of data is stored as a key value pair. The main drawback is that you usually cannot query the data by anything other than that key. But many key value stores allow you to define more than one key for a given value. If you're looking to store your data as key value pairs, then although we won't look at it in this course, DynamoDB might be right for you. Another type of database is a columnar database. Although it's organized into a table, the database is organized by columns. Looking at this example, if I collapsed this table into a list and it was organized by rows, I would list out the first row, then the second row, then the third row, etc. If this was organized as columns, I would list the first column with the ID values, then the names, and so on. With columnar databases, each row can have a different set of columns, similar to what we saw with the document database earlier. Cassandra is another popular non-relational database used with Python as a cross between a key value and columnar database. And if you want to store your data in this way, I encourage you to look into it. Lastly, we have graph databases. Graph databases are based on modeling your data as a graph with a collection of nodes, think data, and edges, think relationships between your pieces of data. This is ideal for modeling small individual pieces of data with deeply interconnected and complex relationships. Neo.J4 is a graph database often used with Python, and for data that works with this model, I encourage you to check it out. Now, you may have heard of non-relational databases as NoSQL databases or NoSQL. The term NoSQL refers to not only SQL or not only SQL, meaning in querying the database, other programming languages and constructs are used. I recommend you check out the Programming Foundations database course in the LinkedIn Learning Library. In the following chapters and lessons, we'll be looking less at how databases work and more at how they can be used in a Python program with the Python programming language.